Now here was something that was a big deal in the '60s. Is that they started doing things like showing people's belly buttons on TV, and it was sort of a controversy. I think like I Dream of Jeannie was probably one of the most notable things because she was constantly in the genie costume. Uh, every now and then, Ginger might wear something on Gilligan's Island. Every now and then, they'll show her belly button. And I think even on Star Trek once, Uhuru showed her belly button. And so there was this thing that it was a kind of a controversy. It's like we don't want to be showing people's belly buttons. And this is what life was like before the internet. This was, people would have these conversations in these rooms. These powerful television executives having conversations like, "Well, why can't we show her belly button? I want to see her belly button." And it was all a bunch of dudes, obviously. Like, I want to see her belly button. And you know what? There was this trend as well in journalism where all this the peace love and all that whole movement, the whole hippie movement, if you will, in the United States in the '60s, was covered by journalists because there were frequently involved photographs of scantily clad young women. All right. And so, you send a photographer and a journalist out to Woodstock or something like that, and the photographer, being a dude, is going to sit there and just snap pics of hot chicks all day. That's just the kind of pervs we are. We're all, pervs like that. And so, and people ate it up. They love that kind of journalism, They wanted to see that kind of thing. They wanted to envision a hippie life where you get to bang a bunch of funky smelling girls, funky smelling hotties. But when it comes to like the belly button, showing the belly button on TV, particularly I Dream of Jeannie, I think I read somewhere that she had like a little plug, a flesh-colored plug that they had to like put on her belly button because they didn't want her to show a belly button on TV. And I can't imagine, going down to the props department asking is like, we want you to get like what was her name, Barbara Eden's. We want you to get. We're gonna have to make a mold of Barbara Eden's belly button so it fits securely in there. It doesn't come out while she's moving around on set. And so, and this is all apart from the conversations in the boardrooms. There's like, he's like, you can't show the belly button. It could remind people of the vagina. Seriously, like there could have had people saying stuff like this in boardrooms, censorship and stuff like that.